We are under a fort here. It used to be called the Fort Saint-Michel, and it used to be a French army base.
French army base.
Yes.
Okay.
The whole construction of the base is underground constructions, linked by corridors, bunkers, galleries, and tunnels. And they used the whole hill. To build the base, they brought here 36,642 tons of metals by pieces. It comes from a city called Angoulême in France, and they brought it here in 1902 and assembled everything here. It took them 5 years, from 1902 till 1907, just to put the metal together. And we are under the biggest metallic piece that they put together, which is a weapon. It's a cannon.
From here.
All of this, one piece. All this piece is one weapon. It's a cannon.
All this.
Yes.
All these ions that I'm seeing.
It's one weapon. It's one cannon. The cannon is 6,642 tons of metals, and it could shoot till 14 kilometers. It could shoot till 14 kilometers. From here to Dakar is 3 kilometers away.
Wow.
Actually, it was meant so sized to protect the port of Dakar. The commune of Rufisque is a commune 9 kilometers behind the ocean, which is called Rufisque.
During the Second World War?
Before the First World War. Everything came here in 1902. 1902 is before the First World War. So, I was explaining that this is the biggest metallic piece that they put together, which is a cannon, and it could shoot till 14 kilometers. They said that it was meant to protect the port of Dakar. There is a commune 9 kilometers behind the ocean, which is called Rufisque. This island and having control in the whole coast, because Dakar used to be the capital of the West French African colonies. And a lot of transactions in West Africa used to be, maritime transactions used to be done through the port of Dakar. So it exposed the island, Gore, in the middle of the road. It's like the gate of entrance and going out for the boats. For that reason, they placed the base here as a strategical position to persuade other nations not to attack the capital and this island. So under the cannon, we had 3 rooms. There is 3 rooms that they built, and every room is 15 meters by 3. They had 15 soldiers in each room to take care of the maintenance and the rotation system. They were obliged to fit it with grease and keep it open turning to avoid that the sea breeze and the salt has impact on the rotations. This middle box that we have here used to be an elevator. It's a manual lift.
The elevator.
Right. It's a manual lift to be able to lift the munitions, to be able to charge the cannon. These are the storage boxes of the munitions on the 2 sides.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the bullet was 90 centimeters long, around 1 meter, 240 diameters, 300 kilos. The impact of one bullet is 55 tons.
Wow.
Yes. If you shoot, it's 55 tons arrive. It was meant to sink the boats.
To sink the boats down in the water?
Yeah.
So what is the reason why they are shooting after the boats?
What was the reason? There was no reason here, because we were under the French occupation, and the French allowed themselves to bring these weapons here to intimidate us psychologically, because they said that it was meant to protect us, but you cannot protect somebody that you train for 400 years in slavery and 300 years of colonization and say that I come to protect you. It's a lie. It's not serious. I'm a child of this island here, and I'm born here.
You're born and grow in this island?
I'm born here, and I grew up here.
Yes.
My ancestors were here.
We are here.
And we know what was happening here. They said that they placed this to persuade other nations not to attack the capital and this island, because this island has been invaded 4 times.
The Portuguese?
Yeah, but take the time.
Okay.
I'm explaining.
Okay.
It has been invaded 4 times by 4 European nations, different nations. The first were the Portuguese, and they spent here 100 years on this island. After the Portuguese, the Dutch from Holland spent 60 years on this island. After the Dutch from Holland is the British. The British spent 100 years. After the British is the French, the last European who occupied this island for 300 years. And why they choose this island, Gore? Because of the geographical position of Gore is in West Africa is one of the points that is more advanced on the Atlantic Ocean, and more close to the Caribbean coast and the American coast. For that reason, they use this island, those nations use this island to be able to deport people that they call slaves. They call them slaves, but they were not slaves. They had to have a name. Okay. So over 120 million young Africans has crossed this island for 400 years during the time of the slave trade to be able to be deported and spread all over the world for 400 years. Over 120 million young Africans crossed this small island of Gore. And Gore was not the only port of deportation. There was some port in Gambia, in James Island. There was some port in Guinea-Bissau, in Mauritania, in Ivory Coast, in Ghana, in Benin, in Nigeria, in Djibouti, in Zanzibar, in Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, Somalia, till Egypt. They had port of deportation. Actually, if we ask the question, what was the reason of those deportation, they will explain it like they were slaves and we sold them. But selling a product will not take you 400 years, one product that you are selling. The idea was not only selling, it was to empty the African land from its population, because the land of Africa represents the vital bank of this planet Earth. It contains all the answers of our questions that we can have to be able to survive on this planet Earth. It contains all the resources that help the emergency of the science, the technology, and the economy of the world. That vital bank has been attributed to the black population, chosen by God to take care of that vital bank, because we were supposed to be the model of humanity. That's why God gave us the vital bank to control the world. We're supposed to control the world, but we don't have scientific autonomies, technical and economical. That's why we are dependent to the technology and the science of other countries who are sucking our resources and benefiting out of it and letting us behind. We are working on a land that contains all the resources. It contains gold. Gold which represents the world economical currency. And we are part of the population that are the most poor on this planet Earth. It's an insult to the logic. There is no logic that relates us with that situation, because we were discriminated. Because of that discrimination, it has an impact on the educational system that we have here, which is not our educational system. It's a Western educational system that they want to implement Western ideology here. And let us be a consumer. We consume all the technical product that they don't know what to do with it. It will end up in Africa, because Africa is the open market for their garbage. The serious thing is there. The garbage is here, and we consume that. It's a strategy from the West to continue their domination, to continue the colonization, economically, scientifically, politically, and technically. Africa doesn't have its own defense, because Africa cannot protect itself. We don't produce weapons. The weapons that are made, there are the resources that compose those items are in Africa. But the science that need to dig in the land of Africa to take out those resources and produce the need of their population, they did not give us an independence, scientific independence. That's why we are still depending to the West to function and express ourselves. And they left us, the legacy of the history lead us on constant and permanent hustling and struggling to survive. This is the legacy of the history. How come that somebody who is inside the water becomes thirsty? Because this is stupid. You cannot be inside the water and be thirsty. And this is what is happening to us. We are on the top of a land that contains all the resources and gold and whatever, but
And we're still poor.
we are the poorest people on this earth. We have to question ourselves.
Was the Europeans and the Americans,
Everybody.
Yes, let's say the west side of the world, were exploiting people, taking them to, Brazil as the world slave market, and then they tried to sell them to America.
It's not only in Brazil. They took them all over the world and sprayed them.
Spread them.
Yeah, spread them all over the world. Because it's like what the Jews did to the Palestinians. They take them out of their land and keep them in the desert without a land. And then it's like the ending of those Palestinians will lead them to be refugees in other countries.
They have block chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is now they're trying to, I know, I think it's the European that put these canals here.
This is the.
Look at these structures. Very nice. Yeah. So right now you see this Senegalese or an African, aqua artwork. Very nice. That's an African map. Love it, no man. I love that African map. Nature, that's a baobab tree. Unimaginable. Jam, huh? Look at these structures. A lot of buildings have. Yeah. Oh.
You have. And now
Area bi ni mooy baobab area bi ya. Mooy area bi ni mooy area boy. Dafa am ay néeg yu fi nekkoon. Ay kër la woon dañ daan waaye dafa am ñu sampaat waaye dafa naan ñu ko moomoon ba tey ñoo moom place bi. Kan? Ban maire? Ok. Ok. Alkali bi waaw ko alkali bi fii mooy ok.
So that is the river.
There's the river here.
The Amazon.
It's like here, this other side is like a hill.
Yeah.
You can spot the water down and the buildings other side down.
Oh yes.
You can spot them. So you know what I like about this other side?
Okay.
Wally for natural indigenous trees.
Yeah.
We can spot them everywhere.
Sorry.
But this side they have to focus and then rebuild it so that they can keep the island and the history to be, to be able to stay
on top.
Yeah. We're going up.
Yeah, we're going up, man.
Going up to sea.
Yeah, we're going up.
That's why I tell you this other side is like a hill.
Yeah.
Remember, Kunta Kinte Island, this it
have
built like
kind
this.
of fence, yeah.
So it seems like the same money treatment they were doing in Kunta Kinte Island, the same way it did here.
Yeah.
Beating and torturing our ancestors. Look at the canal. Just look at the canal. Look at the canal.
This is what I was showing you. I don't
It's
know how
not where they
to-
keep our ancestors. Or they owns it.
Yeah.
The Spanish or Portuguese, huh?
Yeah.
Or the cans. Obviously. So this is the longest canal, the biggest and the longest canal in West Africa, in the Gambia. I can simply say it. So right now you can simply say this is what the uncle was trying to explain, who said he born in this island here. His ancestors also are born here, and then you know what's happened here and what's happened in here. So we really want to explore Africa to the higher level. So we are in Senegal. Look at that. He said 14 kilometers away when they shot it in there.
Yes. And from here to
Dakar
is
is 3 kilometers. Wow.
So that shows how powerful this
It is. So they have made a lot of disaster in Africa.
lot of disaster.
Lot of disasters. Okay. Sabe Camara. As we said, when you go to Gambia, there's an island called Kunti Kinte Island in Jufre. When you go there, you see a statue where they wrote, "Never again." Never again exploiting the Africans to Europe, treat them as a slave. No man born as a slave. So we are one, or we are all one from one God. So we should treat one another equal rights and justice. No more slavery. Never again. Never again America. Never again British. Never again Brazil. Never again white people. Unification is our power. We the blacks and white, we are one. Never manipulate back to our people. Look at this. Sabe, look at this. What it is. Africa is great. And we the Africans fit in the whole world. Making the world to go around. Isn't it?
Yes.
So we love our people and we say no more. No more canals in Africa.
No more.
We don't need it. Islam. Yeah, you okay?
So this is another place.
Okay, that's the capital itself. Dakar,
Yeah.
the capital of Senegal. These are underground. There's an underground.
Yeah.
We need to go all those.
Seems to be a water passage. I don't know.
So they say who built this?
He said I don't know, something like Ablawad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all this place is in Gore. I don't know what is inside here. So look here, this place now we are on top.
That's the ferry that brought us.
Yeah, it's going back. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait. Was it dig by America or African? They use Africans to dig it.
Africans to dig it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
So we say never again, huh? Because
Yeah,
Africa will
never
do that.
again, man.
Africans will never do that. Look how we welcome them in Africa.
And this place is great, man. And it's very clean.
It's a hill.
Yeah, we are on top. Tunnels everywhere.
Tunnels everywhere. Yes, that was a tunnel now.
Yeah.
Now they build.
Richard, be careful.
Yeah, be careful. Not.
Yeah.
We have to be careful. But Senegalese, they have tomborong. How do they used to call tomborong in English?
Tomorrow, leave it to the comment section.
Let's leave it.
Monkey food.
Monkey? No, you have monkey, banana monkey. This is not monkey food. Even human eat it.
Yeah.
Wow, I love this. Boy, tell them say we are in Africa.
Yeah, we're in Africa.
Africa is well blessed. Definitely well blessed. So tell them so whoever ready to see nice Gambia
Gambia
all
too.
over the world because
Yes.
I've been saying this. So
And we
whoever
keep on
wants
saying it again.
again and
We
again,
want to visit other countries.
again and again.
To all our subscribers who live in abroad, please,
Join in hand.
you can do this. Yeah, you can do this together by supporting us to travel.
Here
to
is the house of the
Alcalde.
the Alcalo. They
Okay.
used to call it Sef
Yeah.
in
It
Senegal.
looks great, you know.
Yeah. The White House.
And the people here actually are benefiting a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people in here, living in here, those are the ones that are making this all
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
work,
That's what I'm
tie and
saying.
dye, batik
That's what I'm
decoration.
saying. They
You
are
know, the
enjoying a lot.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I think it's a privilege also. I would not say privilege. It's a right. It's their right to enjoy.
To enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, Africa have a bright future.
And the people that have, and you know, the people that lives in Gore.
Sorry. So
Yeah.
still moving on.
So let's share. You know, Gambia and Senegal are very close to each other, but
There's not should be no border
language.
written between Senegal and Gambia, and we all speak the same language. But the difference
speak
is the
Fula.
French and English,
Yeah.
and that's make us to not to understand each other as the way we so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when I'm speaking English, Wolof, I put English to blame English in the Wolof, and
Yeah.
when Senegalese people are speaking the Wolof, they blame the French, which make us like we will
No,
not.
but I think.
Pan African.
Yeah. But I think.
Look at this.
I think Senegal is a little bit ahead when it comes to, because Senegal, in their radio stations, in their television,
Televisions.
they speak Wolof. You see them, they
Yes.
speak Wolof.
Their own language.
Okay,
Even
but
news.
it's different, you know. It's different, okay. For us, everything is strictly English, strictly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
So is it electricity is free here?
No, they pay. You don't see
You okay?
their electric meters.
That's a
Back
choice.
then.
And
Yeah.
then must get here.
Église.
English in French.
L'Église.
Yeah.
This is the.
They use meter. Gambia we use cash power. Power.
Gambia is cash and carry.
Cash and
You mo-
carry.
Yeah.
Eh?
You use as you go.
Pay as you go.
Yeah.
Use as you go. It's like I spend a day, complete day
In
in the Gore
Gore
Island.
Island. I'm
Because
still working.
still, you know what? Sabe, it's like I'm feeling my ancestors.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I'm feeling Kunta Kinte here, man.
Yeah.
Our Manding warriors, our Jola
Imagine.
warriors, our people
127 million slaves passed through this place.
pass through this place and they take them to Barbados, Brazil.
Crazy, you know? It's crazy, yeah?